All right, how's it going, guys? Sorry about the delay on the video. I have been having just tons of issues with my audio system, and I think I finally found the source of my issue. The amp that the sound goes through, I think it had a short in it, and it just kept bugging out. It sounded like a bag of potato chips, or like when you stick a magnet next to a TV. It was so weird. So I finally just plugged it from the amp and stuck it right into the auxiliary port or mic port in the computer. So it seems to work now. So looking at Bitcoin here, let's check the audio. All right. So looking at Bitcoin here, this is actually XRP. Let's go to XBT real quick. So looking at Bitcoin here, on the daily time scale, we're still showing bearish, the bullish momentum starting to fall off, and you can actually see where we're starting to build bearish momentum here on the bottom. Now we're going to go to the 4-hour daily time scale. So this was the area that I circled last night that I was looking for a possible bounce. We bounced roughly about that 9,050 area, and we're holding support at 9,050. We're going to have our temporary one that's closest to us now at 9,600, with our first resistance areas being that 9,900 and then the 10,300 area. If for some reason we break that 9,050 mark, the next area I'd be looking for, there's a little bit of support at 8,800, but I'd be looking more towards that 0.5 retracement at that at 8,005, 8,006 area. And you can see kind of how we had our bounce here because we had our bearish momentum building, and the next wick or blob was shorter than this one. So that makes complete sense of why we had this little jump today. So just to reiterate on Bitcoin, you have support at 9,050, 9,600 with your first areas of resistance at 9,900 and 10,300. Gonna look at Ethereum now. So Ethereum had a really nice bounce off the 618. Beautiful. So we bounced off about that $192 area, and we're sitting at a current price of like $214. So for Ethereum, your first support area is going to be that 192 area, with your with your next area of support being just about that 180 area, with your next area of resistance sitting roughly about that $220, $220, with our next spot looking about that 234, 235 marker. You can see here's the hole. Looking at market cipher B on the 4-hour, we have the bullish momentum building, but you can see how this blob was shorter than this one, and so that's why we have that bounce today. And on the daily time scale, it's exactly the same as Bitcoin. You can see the bullish momentum falling off, and it's been building for the last couple months. So if we really do want to start selling off, I don't think we're going to have a shortage of sellers. So we're going to look at Ethereum real quick. So looking at Ethereum, we bounced off our major support area. This goes back a very, very long time at 28 cents. Your first area of resistance is going to be that 32 cent. And looks like your next area will be 35 cents. But we've talked about this for a while. This 35 to 38 cent, this area here, it's going to be very, very hard to break. If we break the 38 cent area, I'm going to expect we're going to test 40 cents or higher. But there's going to be major, major resistance between 35 cents and 38. We have our closest resistance is 32 cents. Our support level that we've held for quite a while is at 28 cents. And if we fail that, you have these two touch points. It's about as far as you can go back when you're trying to look for support on the Binance chart, is at 25 cents. And just like all the other ones on the 4-hour, you're showing, so the bearish momentum has slowed off with each of these little blobs, and that's why we had our jump from 28 cents. So, you know, sorry for the delay in video. I believe I have the audio issues solved, but if you enjoyed today's, you know, just a short-term indicator on what Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are doing, please hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you later tonight, and I'm probably going to do a live stream. So thank you guys so much for tuning in.